Hi, I'm going to talk about flashcards today. I really want to talk about flashcards because everybody has them. Parents use them, teachers use them. I see them in the Fluency workstations. I want to talk about some things that you can do with flashcards to get your most mileage out of them. And I'm going to talk specifically in this video about subtraction flashcards. So here I have my standard set of flashcards. And what are some things you can do? This is what I want to point out. So one of the things you want to do is you want kids to, especially when you're doing subtraction, to think addition, right? As well as to think half facts. Think about the continuum for learning your subtraction strategies. You want kids to know what it means to subtract one from a number. You want kids to know what it means to subtract 0 from a number, what it means to subtract a number from itself, what it means to subtract within 10, what it means to subtract from 10, what it means to take a 10 from a teen number, what it means to take ones from a teen number. You want kids to know all of that stuff. You want kids to know how to bridge 7, 8, and 9 when they're subtracting. So I want to show you how to use flashcards to do some of that stuff. One of the things, I lay flashcards out and I ask kids, tell me about this flashcard. This flashcard, 6 minus 1, tell me about it. One of the things I want kids to tell me, is that it's taking away 1. So what do we automatically know? Because especially depending on what grade you're in, the kids are going to hold up 6 fingers. You don't want them doing that. You want them to know, this is 6, we're taking away 1. So if we're taking away 1, we automatically know that it's 5. We don't have to do any counting. It is the number that comes right before it. We're taking away 1. Kids have a lot of trouble with counting back, right? I could flip the flashcard and then I have 8 minus 4. What do I want kids to know about this? I would say to them, what strategy could you use to know 8 minus 4? Right? Because I don't want them to hold up 8 fingers and hold down 4. I want them to say, 8 minus 4. Well, that's a half fact. 4 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 4 is 8. So 8 minus 4 is 4. See, you want kids to make those relationships, number relationships. It's really important. When you're having that flashcard talk, when you're doing that flashcard work with children, they should be always thinking strategy, 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 strategy. It's not just what's the answer. It's what's the strategy. How do I think about the relationship of these two numbers? Right? Here's 18 minus 8. I ask kids, what strategy? That's a takeaway. That's easy. 18 minus 8, we're taking away the ones. It's going to be 10, right? I could look at this flashcard and ask kids, it's 11 minus 9. Anytime I see minus 9, I can take away 10 and then add 1 back. So if I have 11 minus 10, I would get 1. But I have to put 1 back, so now I'm going to get 2. Right? Or I could think 9 plus what makes 11 to add up. And that's a strategy. In most grades, it's in first grade where kids have to think addition to do subtraction. Now, here, 9 minus 8 again. 9 minus 8. What's a strategy? Well, I'm taking away 9 minus 8. Those are neighbor numbers and the difference is 1. Because kids should know all numbers that have a difference of 1. And they should know all numbers that have a difference of 2. And that means they've done a lot of work on that number line. So if I say what's 13 minus 12, nobody should have to count. They should know it's a difference of 1. If I say what's 14 minus 2, nobody should have to count. They should know it's a difference of 2. And that's the kind of stuff you're reinforcing with the flashcards. Now remember, you should have done a lot of work with that at the concrete and at the pictorial level. Because now you're in abstract country. This is just abstract. So you're trying to get kids to do strategies abstractly, right? So if I say here 10 minus 8, I don't want kids to hold up 10 fingers and then hold down 8. I want kids to think, 8 plus what is 10, right? Because this is 10 minus 8. So 8 plus what is 10? These are 10 friends. This is all part of the 10 friend family. I know I'm trying to get to 10. I'm at 8. How many more, right? So here, 17 minus 8. Now, these are tricky for kids. One of the things I like to do is I like to kids have to think, 17 minus 8. 8 plus what is 17? Or I could say, I'm going to jump back to get to 10 because 10 is friendly. So I'm going to take away 7 to get to 10. And then I just have to take away 1 more. And that's what they do in a lot of the Asian countries that score really high on the TIMS. I mean, the fact is, Korea, Singapore, all of those countries, there's a lot of research out there. Henry and Brown did a really good article on this specifically, looking at how math is taught in the countries that have high TIM scores. And they really focus on 10 as a bridge. What we do in the United States with all this double stuff, I mean, doubles are great, but they're not a super highway. We need to get kids on the fluency interstate. 10 is an interstate. If we look at how they're teaching it in Singapore, how they're teaching it in Korea, what they're doing is they're getting kids to think 10. 17 minus 8. Oh, I'm going to take away 7. That's going to get me to 10. And then I have to take away 1 more. Oh, here's 1. 7 minus 2. Okay, this is a count back. We need kids to know that anytime you're taking away 1, 2, or 3, you're just counting back. That's super easy. And then 4 minus 2. The first thing I want kids to think is, oh, this is a half fact. 2 plus 2 is 4. So if 2 plus 2 is 4, then 4 minus 2 is 2. We need kids to have that relationship, to understand those relationships. So another thing I might do is I might give these to the kids and then ask them what the strategy is for it. But I might tell the kids, I want you to sort these now. Oh, this is takeaway 1. These are half facts, right? These are count back facts. These are, 10 friends. These are runaway ones, right? Here's another runaway one actually, but 11 minus 9 is also a difference of 2 fact. So you want kids to just start sorting the flashcards and to start thinking, 5 minus 3, what is that? Oh, it's just a count back. But kids should know 3 plus 2 is 5. 5's a benchmark, 10's a benchmark, right? Oh, what's 11 minus 1? Oh, we're just going back 1. We don't even think about that. 11 minus 1, that's automatically 10, right? So when you're using those flashcards, don't just ask kids, what's the answer? Ask kids, what's the strategy? 10 minus 5, what is that? Oh, that's a half fact. 16 minus 6, what is that? Oh, that's a runaway 1. We know that it's going to be 10 left. So focus on that with those flashcards. Work on strategies. In your workstations, when you have the flashcards, yes, sometimes you hold it up and the kids have to say what the answer is. But just as much as you do that, you should have kids say what the strategy is, how those numbers are related to each other. You're always trying to build strategic competence. Remember, strategic competence is one of the 5 elements of mathematical proficiency. And you can use an old friend to teach it, right? Flashcards. Thank you for joining me. Happy mathing.